Okay, hi folks, this is David Koon, and I don't really know how to do this this whole video thing that well yet, but I'm going to give it a shot. I'm just sitting here in my camper. I live in a 24-foot camper in a place called Cairo, Georgia, which is spelled like Cairo, but it's actually pronounced Cairo. I've been a member of Naya's YouTube for I think it was in June or July, but I haven't followed it. Hadn't been following it until just recently on a daily basis, more like every few days. I've got a little bit of history of being in the church, Christianity, Pentecostal, and I kind of got disillusioned with that, and came from a large family and 8 children, including myself, and was married and divorced and in a couple bad relationships, and kind of struggled with issues of who I am, and always knew something wasn't right with what we're all taught here on this wonderful planet that we live in. It's wonderful now. It's I didn't really look at it that way prior to, I'd say, over the last 6 months or so, because I was so stuck in well, up until about 2 years ago, in pretty bad deep despair. And I have been finding my way, and I realized that, wow, geez, I knew something was off. I never could quite grasp the Christianity thing. I mean, to each their own on that. I mean, obviously I was in it for a while. Just knew it wasn't quite right. So my eyes have been opened somewhat, especially through listening to Naya and you guys, man. You guys are great. I love your comments, and I love just your spirit and your willingness to accept things about yourself, and change, and want to head to 5D or wherever it is that you want to head, and just really checking it out and taking the time in your life to look and see what's going on, and what it is that you feel, and who it is that you are, and what it is that you stand for. I've never really had that deep thing in me. For some reason, like many of us, I am from what I understand now and believe and know, I am a starseed as well. I'm 56. I was born in 1961, and I definitely was sent down a very crazy path, or I've chosen a crazy path, actually, now that I've come to understand what this is all about, with some, obviously some other interferences and stuff that somewhere along the line I agreed to. But now I've come to the point where, hey man, this isn't for me anymore. This other understanding or lack of understanding is just not for me. Many people are out there like us, and many people don't know what's wrong in their lives, and they struggle with not wanting to continue on in this path, and not wanting to continue to go forward, not understanding that maybe, hey, there's something more out there. And there's a lot of suicides. I had a brother when I was 17, he was 19, that had committed suicide, and I have which was very traumatic, if anyone's ever gone through that, or you can probably imagine. I also have a sister that's a couple years younger than me that actually attempted it, I guess, more than once. One time on the phone with me, and heard a gunshot. Crazy situation years ago. She suffered from bipolar and different diagnoses, and beautiful person, but just very lost. And I haven't been able to talk to her about it, but I think she's starting to awaken. She lives in Mississippi, and actually on a zoo. It's their own personal zoo, kind of like a rescue zoo for different types of animals and all. But there's definitely, I've recognized a difference, and now of my understanding has been opened, and I kind of see a lot in her. So I guess the point that I'm trying to make on that is there's many of us still out there, and there's many that will be joining this family collective, and there's going to be many people who are going to be affected by us. just as I have, and just as many as you have. And us coming together as a family, we're going to be going through some of these situations where we might not always see eye to eye. And the key thing, and that I'm very proud of each of you that I've seen, is that you're willing to accept that, well, hey, maybe this is something that that applies to me, and it is something that I want to, or that I might need to deal with. And if we have a little bit of a I don't really like to call it, well, I guess it would be a disagreement, that we accept this, and that we not attack, and that we learn and we grow together, and realize that yes, emotions are real and they're true, and that we're not going to be perfect, and there's none of us being perfect, but that we need to strive to continue to be there for each, if that's what you choose. And I believe that we're all here. We're going to affect a lot of people. This thing probably is going to grow so large that we're going to see some different things happening, and there's going to be possibly some areas to where there might be some falling outs and this, that, and the other. But all in the end, I mean, hey, we're here to do I guess I'm getting a little bit stuck. We're here to help each other, in my opinion, and we're here to play this game and to live this life in the best way that we can. And my goal is to get to 5D. I didn't know that. But I do now. I've still got a lot of things that I'm working on. There's a lot of areas in my life that I want to change and grow into. But this is something that's going to take the time that it takes, and it's something that we're all going to find ourselves in a situation where we thought we had it all worked out, and then there's something else. Anyway, I just want to introduce myself and let you all know that I love you guys and appreciate you so much, and it is very important for us to comment and read the comments, and I'm going to try to do a little bit more on my part. Hopefully this will come out clear, and like I said, this is all new to me too, guys. G-Man, you're wonderful, man. I can't believe some of the interviews that you do, or I actually can believe them. You do a great job. Proud of all you guys. And signing out, as Nye would say, huge hugs. Love you guys. Talk to you later.